guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jules, and today I'm going to be reviewing Bradford Alhambra's pantomime rendition of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, if I'm looking a bit peaky, it's because I'm just getting over a bug, so touch wood. I'll be going into 2020 feeling a lot healthier, and I hope the same for all of you, that you have a happy and healthy 2020. So weird to say that. 2020, a new decade. Anyway, let's begin with the review. Every single year I say that Bradford Alhambra cannot possibly outdo their pantomime because they just deal with their pantomimes with such professionalism that I always think, no, it's absolutely impossible to ever get better than that. Well, what if I told you that every year they prove me wrong? And this year was no exception to that rule. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is one of my favourite pantomimes to go watch, which is quite interesting considering it's not my favourite Disney movie. But I just quite like how it performs as a pantomime and like the dynamic between all the characters. If you have a favourite pantomime, comment yours down below, because that would be really interesting to see. I really enjoyed the pantomime itself, but that was just made 100 times better by the script writing, set design, actors, everything around the music, everything at Bradford Alhambra is just done to utter perfection. I would start off with the cast though, and every year they have a stellar cast. I think that they're well known for it. And this year they starred Faye Tozer from Steps, who played like the evil queen. You had Paul Chuckle, one of the Chuckle brothers, who literally, I think, as a child, the Chuckle brothers were my idols. I think they're probably responsible for my humour today. Chucklevision was always on my television set, so it was really interesting to see him live, and he was such great fun to watch. And then he plays the best friend of Billy Pearce, absolute pantomime legend. He just does the job so well. And one thing that I really enjoy about Bradford Alhambra's pantomimes is that although the theatre itself is quite ornate and grand, the pantomime feels quite intimate. You feel such a close connection with the script writing, and Billy Pearce is honestly hilarious. I think he's probably the most professional person I have ever seen in a pantomime. And then that is also complemented by the brilliant acting skills of Paul Chuckle and Faye Tozer and the rest of the cast. And Faye Tozer, I was quite scared at that witch, but you know, just at the amount that you would expect to be, and also you can see her as sort of a lovable rogue, a villain that you sort of love to hate. So every year I think that we're always expecting more from the Bradford Alhambra with the special effects, because they can always seem to outdo themselves. Now I'm going to give you a little taster of some things that were in this year's special effects. So I think maybe we expect a sort of 3D section, but this year they didn't have a 3D section. But I think this year's special effects was so good it didn't even need it. I won't give too much away, but a lot happened with the magic mirror, the witch's magic mirror, and the face of the magic mirror was so professionally done. Like I thought you could see that level of, I don't know what it is, like computer programming for the mirror in like a movie. It was that good. They do it every year with their sort of special effects, and it really keeps the audience sort of excited, never knowing what's going to happen around the next turn. Of course, you have flying objects, and again, Billy Pearce really does his bit there. You've got special appearances from creatures, large creatures, animatronic, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. As you can probably tell by my vocabulary in this special effects bit, I'm not up to date on the whole computer programming, but I do know that it fits well in the theatre production, and I don't know how they do it, but I suppose that is the magic of pantomime. I do think that if you want to get your children into theatre and sort of an appreciation in the arts and culture, I think that a great place to start is pantomimes from a young age, and the Bradford Alhambra's pantomime is one of my personal favourites. I think my review of this would have to be 5 stars. It always is, because it's not only the main cast that are excellent, but it's also the supporting cast. And yeah, I suppose that's my review. I hope you've enjoyed it. I most certainly did the pantomime, and let me know if you go see it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.